been around. We have seen from last year, 2019, we have seen what has befallen the whole world, and a lot of uncertainties, a lot of problems. Many people have gone through challenges. We look at the people like Christ looked at them. We look at people who are spiritual, yes, yet people who still have the body to feel anger, people who have bills to pay, people who have children who are crying with them at this time without anything, and therefore looking at ourselves as a church and looking at what Jesus did, we would ask ourselves, what can we do? For example, if you go back to the Bible, Jesus has left everything for us. In Matthew chapter 14, you hear Jesus feeding the 5,000. He could not let them go. The same in all synoptic gospels, you hear Jesus feeding the 5,000. Mark chapter 6, Luke chapter 9, all speaking about how Jesus fed the hungry people coming from all over, and he would preach to them. Preaching to them, yet again Jesus would also give something to eat, and he would not let them go hungry. Following that command of Jesus that whatever you do to the least of my brothers and sisters, you do it to me, then we are also as a church able to hearken to the ones of Jesus and be able to also see what we can do to the people and feed them and then give them something to eat.
During this COVID-19 pandemic, the action of the church has been more visible. Like here now at Regina Caeli, we have gone a step further. We normally have a normal charity program. It's run by a group called St. Vincent de Paul. They are assisted by the Small Christian Communities Vice Secretaries. But this time around, we have gone a step further. We normally have also a health committee in the parish. They are spearheading the work that we're doing in response to the coronavirus pandemic, charity to the poor, and especially to the needy in our society.
The peace of the Lord be with you always.
I believe the church has been on the forefront of uplifting humanity in all spheres of life, and not only on the spiritual welfare, but also in other things like health, even education. The church actually stands with the same principles that our founding fathers of this country mentioned: the eradication of poverty, disease, and even illiteracy. The church has been on the forefront in fighting all this and in helping its people with collaborative work with the government.
I'm a member of this parish and coordinating the activities of the health committee. The health committee has been relying heavily on the strategic plan for the parish. Within that program, we have 4 pillars. Out of the 4 pillars, one of them is an outreach program, which helps us identify the needy parishioners within our parish and also surrounding communities, with the main objective of trying to sort out activities that will assist them in their daily living. So as when this pandemic came about, it was easier now to plan the activities and how to coordinate the fellow parishioners within this parish, to mobilize them, to get resources to assist them from within our parish, the neighboring communities, and a neighbor of the neighbor, so that we serve the whole population around us within our catchment area.
COVID has come with a lot of challenges that have affected the country and, dare I say, the whole world. And obviously our parish was not left out. The socio-economic impact has been quite immeasurable. Many people have been laid off from their regular income, meaning that the ability to live a normal life has been severely compromised. And if you know, churches are about charity, which goes beyond spiritual work. We have to look at our members of our parish who are affected in one way or the other. Through Father's appeal, I must commend that our parishioners have come out very positively to support us by donating foodstuffs, and the others gave us cash, which enabled us to buy foodstuffs to help less fortunate members of our society, particularly so those living in the informal settlements within the parish of Karen.
As a church, we have a responsibility to give them food, because you cannot preach the gospel to a hungry person. We have even other people who have been brought to us through the administration, through the chief. And as a church, we cannot say that we can only feed the Catholic fraternity. We go across to feed everyone, every needy human being, be it what denomination, we don't mind. Our work as a church is to feed that hungry person so that we can be able to do the will of God. In a hamper, there is unga ugali, there is sugar, there is dengu, there is cooking fat, there is soap.
We have supported the slums, current community, and the children's home. In support, we have given them the care hampers, and I'm among the people who are working at the end to prepare these care hampers and also help pack for them after they have picked them. It was nice seeing them smile, putting a hope at their faces, them telling us thank you for the people who came up with the initiative. Was just a good feeling, and I feel it has been a blessing period for us as a church. And I want to urge the fellow parishioners who have supported in this period that let us keep supporting these people.
I am a youth member and I'm a health committee member also. I have been working with this COVID-19 charity for the past 6 weeks. We have been working with different communities, and majorly today we worked with Matopeni. As we were in that initiative, we felt that their major problem was about water. So in our 5-week, our project was that to help them in pitching the water. And today we felt that we went there and we have already pitched the water. And they were we saw how they were appreciating. They were so overwhelmed with what we did to them. My passion, I think, really is about outreach to the community. And I felt once we decided that as the health committee, we are ready to work with the charity of COVID-19 with the settlements around us, I felt it was right as one of the youth members to come and at least show my passion and seeing how people, by helping them in receiving the food and also giving them the food and distribution.
Nimefurahia sana kuona mmetusaidia na tanki na chakula. Saa hii kusema ukweli, corona iko na kazi. Saa hii watu wote wamefunga, kuna hata mimi mwenyewe siendagi kazi, na shidaga huko mimi nakaa. Nina familia, ndio ni mama yangu. Ndio hata tukiwa tuko na tunyumba hapa, hawalipi, ndio hawana pesa, na wenye wanakaa huku ni watu wa mjengo. Sasa tuko tu tunakaa hapa, tukiona mtu akituletea tunashukuru Mungu. Lakini tunasema corona itaisha tu na mambo labda itakuwa mzuri.
Sasa tumeshukuru sana. Tunafurahia kwa vile mmekuja hapa na tunashukuru sana. Mungu asaidie nyinyi. Unasikia? Kutupa chakula na kutupa tangi. Tunashukuru sana. Tulikuwa na shida sana ya chakula na hata maji. Lakini nyinyi mlituletea chakula, tulishukuru.
Baba Mwenyezi Mungu, tutakuomba ukatupatie tiba ya hii ugonjwa ili maisha yetu yakaweze kurudia maisha ya kila siku. Na tunaomba kwa njia ya Kristo Bwana wetu. Bwana awe nanyi. Abariki Mungu Mwenyezi, Baba na Mwana na Roho Mtakatifu. Tumsifu Yesu Kristo.
I can say that as a parish, we are proud to mention again that we have served up to 2 parishes which have been affected by floods. We have served children's home. We have tried to enlarge our scope of those people that we attend to. And with the other efforts that are being done by the government, by other denominations, by other well-wishers, I believe that we have been able to uplift to some extent the pangs of this pandemic to those who are most vulnerable in our society.
It has been very fulfilling. Most of the families have been able to come to pick their care hampers. And so far we've been part of the larger national coordinating activity to assist the needy during this pandemic period.
We continue praying and appealing to members of our parish that the new normal is now with us. And it now means that we have to think without the box to see how we are going to sustain ourselves going forward.
I want to encourage the youth outside here that during this COVID-19, let us help each other. Let us stand together. Let us support each other. As the youth, let us not let the big people or the politicians only to do what they are doing, helping in distribution. Even as we can come up with initiatives and help in moving our country forward. At least we move together.
Remember that story of the little bird that went and took water with its beak and threw in the forest fire? That we don't have to do big things, you know, but every little effort is appreciated because this is our calling. The Bible clearly says, when I was hungry, you gave me to eat. When I was thirsty, you gave me to drink. When I was naked, you clothed me. When I was sick and in prison, you came and visited me. And to thank Almighty God and everybody else for the work that they've done to make sure that despite the fact that the coronavirus pandemic has painted a very gloomy picture all over the world, because of the little efforts here and there, we have been able to make somebody smile somewhere, make a family have some food on the table. And this is our joy, and this again is our calling.